Can you share a little bit about what life was like before you came here?
So before I came here, life was good, I would say, but it felt like something was missing and there was more that needed to be discovered. And I was kind of stuck in terms of how to figure out how to, what was next in life and what was the right thing for me to do.
How's that feel like today?
Life today feels really good. I'm super relaxed and feeling very much at peace. I'm excited to see kind of where that takes me next.
Was this your first time doing something like this?
So this was my first time doing something like this. I'd never done any type of retreat by myself, so this was definitely a little outside my comfort zone, maybe a lot outside my comfort zone, but so glad that I did it. It's been the most restorative week, I think, of my entire life, so highly recommend.
Do you feel like this experience has changed you?
I do think this experience has changed me for the better. You know, it was tough at times during the week, but when I reflect back on all the things that we did, you know, either by myself or with the group that we were in, it was definitely transformative and just amazing what you can do when you put your mind to something and just kind of release and let things happen the way that they're going to happen.
Did the medicine have any lessons for you?
Did the medicine have any lessons for me? Yes, but the interesting thing is that it may not happen in the moment. I think for me, a lot of what I got out of this happened after the ceremonies, maybe in the next, you know, the day after or the morning after. But yeah, I think in terms of the biggest lesson that I got was about forgiveness to myself and to others. And I'm curious to see what else comes out of that in the days and weeks and months, years maybe, that follow.
What's the first thing you're gonna do when you get home?
The first thing I'm gonna do when I get home is probably sleep. No, I think I will sleep for sure, but part of, I think the interesting thing is about going home is figuring out how to pull this forward and making a plan and following a plan to not kind of get pulled back into what life was like before, and taking this and, you know, exploring this with friends and just kind of spreading kind of the forgiveness that I'd learned and the love that I learned with my family and with others.
What would you tell someone who's on the fence about doing something like this?
So I think if you're on the fence about doing it, if you've gotten far enough where you're actually researching something like this, I would say continue to do the research, but give it a shot. You know, I think it's normal to be scared or apprehensive or even timid. I think I was that way, and I feel like everyone in this group was probably similar in that way, but if you can just take that step, you won't regret it.
What made you choose Behold over other retreats?
So I chose this retreat, well, I did a lot of online research, but the thing that really appealed to me was the small group size. I knew that this was a powerful medicine, and I didn't want to have a large group to do that, just knowing that it was going to be a deep experience, and so the smaller the group, I thought the better the experience would be. I liked the intake process also, that it wasn't just anybody. They were really checking your intentions and seeing if you would be a good fit for what the retreat had to offer.
Do you have any feedback for us on how we might be able to improve?
Honestly, I don't really think I have any feedback on improvements. I think more feedback for myself in terms of like, just let things flow. For me, I'm always the type of person, if I'm doing something new, I want to know kind of all the details, and just being able to let that go and trust that the staff here is going to take care of you, I think has been really liberating.
If you could describe this experience in 1 or 2 words, what would it be?
Oh, I kind of have the chills. 1 or 2 words, I would say beautiful and eye-opening. That's like 3 words, but.
All right, thank you so much.